Just sitting here sobbing, staring at my sleeping boyfriend. He's the real hero. I'm an ICU nurse. If you know, you know. The last 2 months have been the worst stretch of my career. We're short-staffed, half the unit is out, the patients keep coming and they don't stop. I've been pulling 12-hour nights that turn into 14 because you can't just leave when it's slammed. Some shifts I hit 18,000 steps without ever leaving one hallway. I've been living on vending machine coffee, granola bars, and pure spite. My boyfriend has gotten maybe 4 full sentences out of me in weeks. I fall asleep mid-chew. I'm not proud of it. He works from home. Spreadsheets, calls, normal stuff. 2 months ago when things got bad, I sat him down and offered to move in with a coworker. Quarantine there. Keep the hospital germs out of our apartment. Keep him safe. It turned into the only real fight we've ever had. He didn't yell. He just said, in sickness and in health. I know we're not married yet, but that part already started. I cried. I stayed. Since then, my life became a blur. I leave before the sun. I come home after dark. And somehow there's always food waiting. My scrubs are always washed. My badge is always by the door because I lost it once and had a full meltdown. I noticed these things the way you notice air. It was just there. What I didn't know was how it got there. Tonight, my charge nurse sent me home early. We lost a patient on shift. A sweet one. The kind that gets under your skin. She looked at me and said, go home. You're no good to anyone like this. So I drove home at 2 a.m. and sat in the parking lot for 15 minutes doing my usual routine. Crying where nobody can see me. Fixing my face. Going inside like I'm fine. My little secret. Except the kitchen light was on. He was asleep at the table, face down on his laptop, still in his work hoodie. And next to his elbow was a beat-up spiral notebook I had never seen in my life. Torn cover, coffee ring on the front. I told myself not to open it. I opened it. It was a log of me. Every single shift I've worked for the past 7 weeks. Dates. When I left. When I got home. What I actually ate versus what I claimed I ate. Whether I really slept or just laid in the dark scrolling. There's a grocery list built off what I finished versus what went in the trash. There's a page titled Her People with all my coworkers' names. Who's out sick? Whose kid plays soccer? So when I vent about work, he can ask about them like he knows them. There's a reminder to move my car every second Tuesday for street sweeping. Because I got one ticket 6 weeks ago and cried like it was the end of the world. Then I hit the entry that broke me. She sat in the car for 15 minutes again tonight before coming up. 3rd time this week. She thinks I don't know. Warm the soup at 1:30, so it's ready when she's ready. I never told him about the car. Not once. He watches for my headlights. I kept flipping. There's an entry from the night of our fight. She tried to move out to protect me. Told her no. Rings can wait. The vows already started. There's one from a random Tuesday. She fell asleep mid-sentence at dinner. Carried her to bed. She weighs nothing lately. Double portions from now on. There's the morning I collapsed from exhaustion when he called my unit for me. Told them I fainted. Then sat by the bed all day. In case she wakes up scared. His handwriting gets shakier on the days I worked doubles. He was running on empty too. He just never said it out loud. And there's a whole page of text copied down from my mom. He's been secretly learning my grandma's soup recipe. They have a group chat. It's called Operation Feed Her. My mom kept that from me for over a month. Near the back, there's a list titled When It's Over. A cabin. A lake. No alarms for a whole week. He's been quietly setting money aside for it since day 1. And the last entry, dated yesterday. Day 49. She laughed at dinner. A real one. The loud one. First time in 2 weeks. Whatever this takes, it's worth everything. So now I'm reading this at our kitchen table while this man sleeps on his laptop, drooling a little, blanket sliding off his shoulders because he clearly tried to wait up for me again. He works his full-time job all day. Then he clocks into a second, secret, unpaid job every single night. And that job is keeping me alive. Not in a movie way, in a boring way, in a soup way, in a street sweeping way. That's the part that's destroying me. Heroes get medals. Nobody gives medals for warming soup at 1:30 a.m. I shook him gently to send him to bed. He didn't even fully wake up. He just mumbled, "You're home early. There's soup on the stove," and passed right back out. Like it's nothing. Like it's not everything. There's soup, grandma's soup, on the stove at 2 a.m. warmed at exactly 1:30 because of a notebook that knows me better than I know myself. I can't stop crying. I'm marrying this man.